What's up, gamers? It's Naprock here. Welcome to my first Diablo 2 Resurrected Magic Find video. We're going to do things just a tad different, but just for fun. I used to coach for the NCAA, so I'm a competitive person, and for whatever reason, it's just fun to me to pit one character versus the other, tally up the drops, and then declare a winner based on who RNGesus favored that day. So today, it's going to be my Elemental Druid doing 250 pit runs versus my Hydra Sorceress doing 250 Stoney Tomb runs. So the criteria for winning will be runes, uniques in said items, charms, bases, and usable rares. For whatever reason, if there's a tiebreaker, it'll be the best 3 overall drops. The Druid is doing the pits level 1 and 2. Player's X is 5, and he is rocking 360 Magic Find. The Sorceress is doing Stoney Tombs level 1 and 2. She's doing that on player's 8, and she has 290% Magic Find. As for the gear, my Sorceress is using a 40 Resistances Heart of the Oak, Flickering Flame with a pretty good roll, 30 Maras, a 15 Redemption Phoenix, Enigma, Mage Fist, a couple SOJs, an Arax, and a 49% pair of War Travelers. I raised my Magic Find and got my Resistances up with some charms, and then I'm wearing a Geeds. My Mercenary is an Act 5, just wanted to try it out for something different. He's got a Grief and a Last Wish. I'm in the market for an Ethereal Phase Blade for those. Demon Head and Ariel's Visage, Sakade with a Burr, and a Fortitude in a Shadow Plate. Alright, for the gearing for my Druid, just by the way, my Sorceress had a 17 to all attributes and 18 all resistances torch. The Druid has a 17-19. They both have the same CTA on swap. This is a perfect one. Sorceress is using the same thing with a Spirit on swap. He's using the same 40 resist Heart of the Oak that the Sorceress was. He has a Shaco with Ist, using the same Maras with 30. Using Spirit as my main, it's 34 FCR. Using Enigma, Mage Fist, 2 SOJs, Arax, and the same pair of 49% War Travs. I got my Magic Find up to 360 with charms. I have a couple elemental skills and the same Geeds that my Sorceress is using. The Bodyguard, same fort, same Andes. The big thing here is this amazing 4-socket Ethereal Giant Thresher. Great roll, 322% with 52% down to enemy lightning resistance. Next base I get to roll an Infinity, it's got to be like a perfect superior base. So that's what I'm rocking with my Druid. So starting with my Sorceress, I find a Defensive Aura Pally Charm for a future Tesladin or Holy Fire Paladin. Second drop is just a small charm with 20 to life and 30 to defense. Both are perfect. Here an Azurath drops for the Sorceress in the Stoney Tombs. Definitely don't really need it on my account, but it's a good pickup and a good score. Here we have a Heaven's Light. It saved my life a lot of times. Early ladder, making a Smite Pally who can get into Ubers and get me some torches and start trading out. My first actual drop comes from a Vase. I find a lot of stuff in these runs from just poppables, but it's a Vex rune. Always happy with that, and I'll add it to the stash. And here we go with back-to-back notable drops out of a Vase. Make sure you hit your poppables, people. It is a +1 to Java skills with 34 life. Love to see that shit. Here's an Andariel's Helm drop. I'm sure I do the same thing as everybody else. Please be F, and damn it. Not a good drop, but a rare one nonetheless. Here's a super rare drop for the game. It's the unique Bloodlord Skull. That's Dark Forest spawn. It's not as good as Spirit anyway, and it rolled like shit, so it's trash, and I'll throw it away. Get another solid rune drop here. It's always good to see an Ist rune, whether it's from Magic Find or Rune Words, so throwing that one in the stash. Here's a good example why we need a loot filter. Almost missed these War Travelers sitting on top of a bunch of trash. I have a pair of 49% in my account, so these won't quite do the job, but solid drop. Popping all the poppables pays off once again when I find an rune in that base. Sometimes people ask me why I farm in level 85 areas. Here's a great reason. Everywhere else can only drop up to a burr. When you do an 85 area, it can drop everything. Here's one of those times. All the hard work pays off with a Ja rune. Love to see it. Super pumped. Again, I easily could have just ran by this chest, decided to pop it. Little Ist rune in there always helps. Put it in the stash. I get some more telekinesis love here with a nice little small charm, 100 poison, 13 to life on it. Don't know what to do with it yet, but I'll keep it. And then right after that, just popping more crap. I ended up finding a Malrip. Here's another skiller that I can use down the road, Poison and Bone skills. Notice there's a Curse Charms in there also. Total trash, throw it away. Once my sorceress found that Ja rune, I pretty much thought this competition was going to be over, but just 16 runs in, you guessed it, the Druid finds a Ja rune of his own to even up the score. Let's fucking go, man.
It's a great way to quickly update on what's going on in my life and to share me.
Really appreciate you stepping in and giving me something to talk about one thing. Appreciate it. Maybe this will be a drop here. I'll take a High Lords or a Mara's. I'm sure a good guess would be Mahim, Curio, or Nokazan Relic. But it's a Mara's! Let's go! The poppable luck continues with the Druid as we find a little offensive aura Pally Charm. Here's another solid drop for the Druid in the pits. Tal's armor, it's always good to see it. This time it rolls 900 defense. Getting lucky here again. Getting ourselves another charm for the Druid in the pits. And this time, it's a bow and crossbow skills at 25 to life. What's up, everybody? Unfortunately, I messed up this recording pretty bad. There were times where I would come home and be super pumped to finish these runs, and I would play, but I wouldn't hit record. And unfortunately, I did that for about 100 out of the 250 runs. The drops were really good. That's one reason why I didn't want to redo it. Another reason why is it takes so fucking long to do those runs with the Druid, just because you have to telly there, you have to buff up the correct way, meaning, I mean, more or less it takes about 30 seconds to buff up and actually get in the pits. So, 30 seconds multiplied by 250, you kind of get the idea. I spent a lot of time just buffing up, let alone doing the runs. So I'm not going to redo them. However, I do have some bonus for you guys. I'm not sure if you're aware, but there is a Wind Druid in Diablo 4, and I have some bonus footage where he's casting his new spells and doing his new abilities. So instead of me doing the Magic Find runs over again, here is some bonus footage of Diablo 4 Wind Druid. No, what do you think about the upcoming Diablo 4 Wind Druid? Thank you. Alright everybody, just wanted to catch you up on the drops that you missed from the Druid. It's kind of anticlimactic, but I just wanted to have them documented before we start tallying up the points. Got up to run 168 with the Boson Skiller. After that, run 180, we had a shitty Tao's Armor, 842 defense. We had Death Fathom drop, and it's an ethereal Death Fathom. It rolled 28% to cold damage, 30 to lightning resist, and 38 to fire resist. So a really good roll. I'm not super concerned with the resist just because I know I can probably max them out with charms and stuff. But the 28 cold skill damage plus it's ethereal for some style points, I was really pumped about that. I had a Drax drop, 9% life leech, 1% off of perfect, and 15 to strength. That is perfect. The life after kill, I believe, goes up to 10, so I was a couple off of that, but a solid roll on the Drax. I got another Stone of Jordan. I'll probably use it to summon the Declone. And lastly, something that is a super underrated item is this Superior Archon Plate with 603 defense, which is absolutely perfect for a non-ethereal elite set of armor. So I got that. It's going to be my new Enigma base. Pretty pumped about that, but overall I'm just really bummed I did not get the Ethereal Death's Fathom, the Drax, the SOJ, and the Superior Archon Plate on camera. I will do better next time. Alright everybody, we've gone through all the runs. Let's tally up the drops and let's see if we got a winner. As far as the runes went, the only rune that the Druid found was a Ja rune, which is awesome. I will use that all day. I really want to roll a new Enigma with the base I got. I really want to roll an Ethereal Last Wish for my Sorceress's Bodyguard. So it's great, but obviously the Sorceress found, in addition to the Ja rune, another Vex, a couple Is, a Mal, and So clear winner in that category was the Sorceress. Uniques and set items kind of went the other way. The Sorceress never really found anything great. Really not even anything good. The Druid found the Ethereal Death's Fathom with a pretty solid roll. I'm super pumped about. I'll probably create a new character with that. Cold Sorceress. Found a SOJ. Found a Mara's. Even though I have a 30 Mara's, it's a good find. I found a Raven Lore. I do want to create a Fire Druid. So that was big. Even a couple sets of Tao's Armor. Although it doesn't help my account at all because I'm kind of past the 3-piece Tau set or full Tau set. And found a few very rare items, a decent Drax drop. So Clearly, the Druid won that category, so it's 1-1. The charms, Druid found that Boson Grand Charm with 25 to life. Awesome, it's definitely going to make my Boson's inventory for sure. 209 poison small charm, not super sure on what to do with that one. I like it, it's fun. I don't think I've ever found a poison charm that high. I just don't really know what to do with it. And then a couple normal skillers, kind of cherry on top. For the sorceress, the 34 life Javazon Grand Charm, you know, it's going to be a while before I take that one out of my inventory. A Boson Grand Charm with 5 to dexterity. It's always awesome to find a Grand Charm with a second useful mod. And a Necro Poison Charm. I know the Druid found one as well. I'm gonna make a Poison Necro, that helps a lot. And a defensive Pally Grand Charm and a 20 to life, 30 defense small charm. So none of those are super great except for the Javazon and the Boson Charm, but clear winner there. That is the Sorceress. As far as bases go, the Sorceress didn't find any. I'm picking up everything to check if it's ethereal, check for sockets, but clearly the perfect 603 defense superior Archon plate that the Druid found, that's a winner in itself. But in addition, I found a superior Great Hauberk with 577 defense and 4 sockets. I'm sorry I didn't put that in there. So a potential Chains of Honor base. With that being said, it's going to come down to a tiebreaker. Obviously, the most valuable item that either character found is that Ja Rune. Kind of cancels each other out. The next best item that either character found, in my opinion, for me, for my account, is that ethereal Death's Fathom with the 28% cold damage. The resist rolls were also pretty good. A Vex is awesome, the Is are awesome, a Mal and an are great, but I have so many of those runes, so they don't have a ton of value to me. After that, it's probably the Raven lore, just because I want to create a Fire Druid. It's a decent roll. It's perfect on resist. I usually, when I facet something, I usually like to have the facet push it over the max roll. It's not going to happen, but I'm going to create a new character off that. I think that's just a little bit more valuable than the Javazon Grand Charm with 34 to life. So the winner is Dr. Dank, the Wind Druid. Congratulations, I love you. Don't drink too much tonight. And that's going to do it, everybody. I really appreciate you checking out my video. Like and subscribe if you like the content. I need some banter in my Twitch videos. Get in there, talk some trash. Let's talk Diablo 2 items. Let's talk builds. Check out my stacked single player account. And overall, I'm just looking for some laughs. Come in and tell some jokes. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Nape Rock out. Peace.